close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. James has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We own them. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? White 25. Hey, thumb.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready, flag, what is that? 44. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
In your face.
From the 31, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 36, Wilson. He finds Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, black 25.
I don't think you got it, son. He's checking.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Just like 5 on 50.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. Into the secondary again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down now, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's been a long day for you. Easy.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he completes it to Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Gay knocks this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All day. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Pulled in at the 24. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We don't want this.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready, blue lady. 50 seconds. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Come on. Sunday.
Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
Ready. 25.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings us 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go, go, go.
Here's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wilson. James has got it. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I got one. Run it.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got his man there complete to Gallup. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Tobash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
They'll run with Pollard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Bucs 14-yard line.
Mike. Green 80. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing is Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You got three down.
And they take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points